2014, a group of Greenwood Village artists began a tradition of opening their studios to the public. Today, we are going to take a close-up look at this new village tradition, honor some amazing local talent, and celebrate the arts in Greenwood Village. A group known as the Women of Steel joined forces to begin the first ever Greenwood Village Open Studio Tour, a day-long event where you can see some hidden workspaces in a neighborhood of quaint equine beauty.
Well, the Open Studio Tour is an opportunity for us to show off the great artists that we have living here in Greenwood Village. The Women of Steel has been going on for the last 4 years, and you see them in their studios, in their element, and how their creative process works. So you have people that you didn't know were right as your neighbor, and you didn't know that they were creating all this great art. So it gives you the opportunity to go out and see who is out here in your own community and interact with them and realize that, hey, you know, art is a great way to bring us all together. You know, we're very excited that we were able to expand this year to beyond just the Women of Steel. We've added a couple of artists over off of Holly Street, and I think we've seen through the success that they've had and the traffic they've had through their studio, it's a great opportunity to actually even expand this further in the future.
We live in this rural Greenwood Village neighborhood, dirt road, and we're a very friendly neighborhood, and over the years we didn't really focus on the fact that we were starting to accumulate artists in this neighborhood until we were all at a little neighborhood gathering and realized that between us we had 5 studios on the dirt road. At that little event we hatched this idea of having a studio tour because it's so pretty. We have the horses and the dirt road, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I'm sorry, I'm bragging about my own neighborhood, but it's Greenwood Village and it is gorgeous.
Studio, we are here at the house of Jennifer Freeman, who is a painter. Tell us a little bit about your art and what you have painted here.
Okay, well, I have several flora exhibited here. I've got some grasses behind us, some red grasses, and then the blue paintings are a fleeting moment. Primarily, I paint grasses, seeds, pods, and weeds. So unusual subject matter, not just your typical sunflower or rose. So I just love doing that.
I'm here with John Woods. John, tell us a little about your work being showcased here.
Well, I've been a part of the Women of Steel show for the last couple of years, and we've got 4 artists represented up here in the barn, and this is my work behind me. And I do very highly detailed still lifes. These are all oil paintings. When I first was asked to participate in this, I had no idea the talent that was in this small neighborhood. And so, if you all look around, you'll see some really amazing studios, really high professional talent. And so, it's really a privilege to be included in this show.
Our next stop, we are here at the studio of Connie Dimes.
So basically I am a stained glass conservator. I studied in France. I have a master's degree and from that art school in Paris. And I started this line of glasses because it's fun and it sells well, and I have a lot of shows everywhere around Denver all year long, and I love to paint on glass. It's fun.
These are pieces that come from kind of my I'm a gearhead. I like the old cars. They have a nostalgic feeling. I travel far and wide to find the materials to match the pieces that I'm trying to make. It's been a really neat event. It's my first year, and Connie has been just wonderful. The other artists have been wonderful. The spirit of this event is really terrific. it does bring the community together here, and I'm feeling very fortunate that they included me in their event.
Hi, Connie. Thanks for joining us today. Tell us about your work being showcased here.
I would love to, Sophia. So, as a photographic printmaker, I use photographic images to create my artwork. I print them on film, which we can see in the background, and then I lay that film over a special emulsion, which loosens all that ink and moves that ink to another surface, like a piece of wood.
What type of impact do you think this has on Greenwood Village?
I think it brings a sensibility of beauty and appreciation of art and the outdoors to people in Greenwood Village. When they hang a piece of art of any one of the artists in this show in their home, they're reminded of what a special place we live and how fortunate we are to have so much nature around us.
All right, well, thank you for talking with us, Connie.
You're so welcome, Sophie. Please come see me again.
Okay.
All right.
We are here at the home of the late Jolene Dewsbury and her husband, Ira Kowal. Jolene was a landscape painter and one of the founders of the Women of Steel. She passed away in 2016. However, the other artists and her family make sure that she is remembered at this event.
Jolene Dewsbury, who was part of our original group, passed away, and that was tough because she was part of the original group, and we all, we were kind of a close neighborhood here. So we took a year off, but we'll always be the Women of Steel here, and Jolie will always be one of the Women of Steel, even though she's passed away a couple years ago.
Well, we're showing a broad spectrum of Jolie's work. Behind me and around here are paintings of a number of different venues. We're trying to not only demonstrate the collection, but we're interested in selling it as well. In fact, in Greenwood Village, there's a large painting in the City Hall. I don't know whether you know that.
The next house on the tour belongs to Martha and Len Goldstein, who are hosting founding member and former Greenwood Village resident Susan Bell.
I started out mostly as an oil painter and became known as a Western artist. Like people like to put you in a category, so I figured if I have to be in a category, I'm gonna paint Western themes because that's a little broader, right? Animals, landscape. So I'm known as a Western artist, and I do oil paintings. I do a lot of live paintings, which they call plein air, so I do a lot of animals live. And I also do sculpture, which also have the same themes like the cattle and horses, and so I do different things.
And now we're at the beautiful studio of Tina Suzinski.
Here in this room that you're in, I'm showing my new work, my new body of work, which is composed of some things behind you, the plant matter, which then gets assembled into these various pieces. And then I also have the heads that I'm working on. Some see them as heads, some don't see them as heads. They aren't intended to be defined. But in my other studio space, I have the kiln. I have two kilns, one very large one, and that's where I do all the clay work. Most of my work is clay, ceramic, and even all the pieces you're seeing in here are ceramic, except for the one metal piece on the wall.
My wife and I are friends with the Suzinskis, and the famous artist here, Tina, is displaying her works along with probably 12 other artists around the neighborhood. And I'm a potter. I've been a potter on and off for years, and so she is too. She's more of a slab builder. I'm a wheel builder of clay and pieces, and so she always asks me to come and practice and make a few things live for all the patrons who come to check out the artwork.
And to continue our tour, we are now here at the studio of Amy Maurer.
This year's our first year that the Curtis Center has become involved in the event. Last year they were kind of on the periphery, but this year they're actually going to start taking a lead, and so it's exciting. So it's obviously going to expand the amount of people that come and different people from different areas, but it's also going to bring in more artists within the village, and so we're really excited about that. I do a lot of metal work, but I also work in enamel, And color is definitely of interest, but so is texture. And so a lot of my work is with organic pieces as well that I'll cast from like pods or stones or different things, and then you integrate it into a piece.
What is your inspiration for your work?
Well, for my work, I just love steel. I love because it's so hard, but it bends so easily with the right heat. And you can make it into anything. That's what I love about steel. The show is wonderful. It takes in all these wonderful artists from painting and pottery and steel and jewelry, and it's just amazing. And it brings all these artists on this one street together.
And now we are at the studio of Pat Aaron.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, let's go inside and see some of your artwork.
Great, I'd love to show you.
So, tell us about what inspires you to do your art.
What inspires me the most, I think, right now, and probably for the past 10 years, is travel. I really like to connect to people that I meet and overseas or here in the United States, and their languages and culture, and I bring all that back into my studio and get busy and paint.
Last but certainly not least, we are at the studio of Deborah Carlson.
Glass is, it moves and it can tell my story, and I can sculpt with it and I can make it into anything I want it to be. It has never been anything else other than sand and potash and limestone. You put those three things together, you have glass. So it's creating from the very beginning. And I think it's good that the people know that there are resources in Greenwood Village, that they don't have to go to other places to find good artists. I think this artist tour is a really good thing to happen, and it's fun. I enjoy meeting a lot of different people.
All right, well, thank you for talking with us today.
You're welcome.
We love all of the art studios and the people and the company.
This area is just wonderful right here in the middle of the city, and it's just a delightful place to have an event like this.
The arts, they ennoble and inspire us, fostering creativity, goodness, beauty. But most importantly, the arts unite our community together. Reporting for GV Kids Inc. News, I am Sophia Eisen.